You just tuned into KCA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls live radio show. If you are listening to us, you can also watch us live on KCAAradio.com or CGDradio.com. Also, if you want to go ahead and give us a call, we are accepting calls for these 2 hours until 9 p.m. Let us know what your New Year's resolution is. If you want to give us some inspiring words, if you want to talk to any of the guests that we have, 888-909-1050. It should also be, if you're on Ustream, on the monitor. So, how was your weekend?
I had a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Yes?
I have the best family, best kids that keep me running. I played soccer yesterday with
Soccer?
a 4 and a 5-year-old.
Soccer?
So, yes. Didn't do very well, but hey, kept them laughing.
And for those of you guys tuning in that don't know this voice, this is Claudia, the credit lady.
The credit lady, yes.
You were on 2 weeks ago giving us your credit advice.
No, I was here about
2 weeks ago, right?
3 weeks ago.
Three?
Three
Okay,
weeks
3
ago.
weeks ago.
Yes.
And you're giving everybody the credit advice.
Credit
We
advice
took
for
callers.
December. Yes.
We had, we had the famous Lou Pizarro call too.
Yes, we did. We did.
That was a good show. A good show. So now your weekend was great.
I had a great weekend with the boys and the family. That's always fun.
That's good.
Running around,
That's
mommy thing to do.
I rested.
That's a good thing for you.
Let me see, what else did I do? No, I rested.
Yeah,
okay.
that was a good
and
thing.
we have here Yolanda. Why are you looking at me like that? We have her here, so if you guys are listening in, she is the creative visionary. I mean, there's just so many titles you have, woman.
I wear a lot of hats.
Let the listeners know who you are. I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
My name is Yolanda Mitchell-Brown, and I am the creator of a talk show, Every Way Woman, for the everyday person.
And I'm excited to have you. She's also my boss. So I'm excited. We are ending the year right, huh?
Yes, this is the last
I'm excited
show of
about
the
this
year.
show. I think I texted you too, and I'm like, I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm excited
I'm
to be here.
interviewing her, and I can't wait to ask you all these questions to get into your mind, and all these people that are probably watching right now and listening to us. I know they follow us, and they follow our Instagram, and they follow our Facebook, and know everything I'm up to. So now they hear it from you.
I'm excited to be here too. I'm kind of excited to be in your world. And you have a lot of worlds.
This is one of the worlds.
Yeah.
This is one of the worlds. But I'm excited. So we are going to come back with you. We're going to go ahead and play one more song, and then we will come back for your interview.
Okay, I'm
all right. You just tuned into KCA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls live radio show. If you're watching us, if you're hearing us, you can watch us live on CGDradio.com or KCAAradio.com. And we are back with Yolanda Michelle Brown. And I wanted Claudia, the credit lady. How do you like it? Claudia or credit lady?
I like the credit lady.
Okay. Credit lady. We're going to have the credit lady. Introduce Yolanda.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and read her bio so you guys know a little bit, or actually a lot about her. I was reading her biography last night, and I was really impressed. And I'm really honored to be here with you and to be able to share this panel with you. I don't think every day we get this opportunity to be with someone that's very successful. It's a female and someone that we can have the time to share one-on-one and learn from. I think that's always very inspiring to be able to learn from someone. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit about you. Yolanda Mitchell Brown is the visionary creator and producer of Every Way Woman. She grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois, and is the oldest of 3 daughters. She volunteers as a tutor and mentor for School on Wheels, an organization committed to homeless children. That's awesome. Brown considers herself to be a lifelong student who enjoys learning. While attending and graduating magna cum laude from Los Angeles Valley College, she was extremely active in student government as an officer and commissioner for environmental affairs. Brown helped from many clubs and organizations in college. Then, on a presidential scholarship, went on to California State University Dominguez Hills, graduating magna cum laude. Graduating summa cum laude, Brown recently earned her master's degree in educational multimedia at California State Polytechnic University of Pomona. A strong believer in women having a voice, Brown is an advocate for women's rights, education, children, and the homeless. In her free time, she enjoys staying home with her husband and watching the original 2.5 Men. Brown loves spending time at the library, talking, cooking, laughing, and producing Every Way Woman. So that is a little bit and a lot about Yolando.
I love how
Awesome.
she added the original
original.
2.5 Men. I think we all love the original 2.5 Men. But I love it that your bio says a strong believer in women having a voice, and I think that's the main, focus on the show.
Yes,
Correct?
it is the
Tell the
focus.
people, if they don't hear from me here, now they have the main person here telling them. Tell them a little bit about the show.
Well, the show is about women having a voice, but also men having a voice too. And it's the everyday person, because sometimes the everyday person feels like they're being left out, and that they don't have an opportunity to be heard. So I just try to put a show together where I bring everyday women as hosts. To be heard, to share their experiences, and also the guests. The guests are everyday people, but these everyday people are doing fascinating things. They are, very active in their community. A lot of them work a 9-to-5 job, and then they have this passion to start another business or a project or be involved in an activity. And I just wanted to share it with other people, so that a lot of people feel like they're alone,
Right.
in a lot of things that
Yes.
they're doing. So when they get a chance to see that, no, they're not alone, they get inspired by it. So that's
What makes your show different?
what makes it different is that we do not celebrate celebrities. We celebrate the everyday person. And that's a big deal. I believe that the everyday person is making a comeback. And, it's cool. It's cool to have a celebrity, and just, maybe lose yourself every now and then in a TV show or movie. But in real life, we need to
Right.
really connect. I connect more with Anna. I connect more with you. I'm very curious about, all the things you do and the advice that you give. That's more exciting to me than worrying about what the next celebrity is doing. Yeah.
Right. And not only that, but don't you feel that people on a day-to-day scale can relate to that more and feel like they're being heard, they're being understood more than anything? Because I don't know about you, but don't you feel sometimes you go through certain challenges in life and you feel like, is it only me, or has someone else gone through it?
I agree with what you just said, and really that is the premises of the opening of the show. The opening of the show is open dialogue, where we just lay it all out on the
Awesome.
table, and we discuss topics that other people can relate to. And sometimes you think that you are alone,
Right.
and you really are not.
Right.
It's just that you have yet to have that conversation or be privileged to some counseling or a session where people are like, you know what, I went through this too, and you know what, you can survive. Because
Right.
it is about hope. The show is really about hope. Once we get past our open dialogue and we go into the everyday issues, those two segments really is about hope, how we feeling, how we deal with everyday life situation. And sometimes life can be overwhelming.
Yes.
Until you find someone else who's dealing with exactly what you're dealing with. Sometimes just going to work for some people is painful. They may have a boss that's really working their nerves, or
Right.
this is making their life very uncomfortable. You know what you do? You bring that feeling home with you,
Yes.
and it really just becomes a part of your life. Until you can learn how to deal with that, you just feel like you're alone. And that's what the show is about. We don't want no one to feel like they're alone. We really want to educate, empower, enhance, and have fun, at the same time. And I think our show does a pretty good job of doing that.
And it's
Awesome.
pretty amazing. Credit lady. There I go. Good.
1-800 credit.
You gotta get a number like that. But being on the other side, as me being one of the hosts too, the words that she says, that you have to feel that you're not alone. And even as being one of the hosts, sometimes, like for me, I thought I was going through my own situation alone. And not until, how you said, we're working on a certain bio and saying, what was your life-changing moment? And I believe my life-changing moment literally was joining these ladies, because it wasn't until I joined this show until I realized, and I opened up, like, I thought it was like a jar of like worms.
Thanks.
Where it's like, oh man, I thought I was going crazy,
Right.
but it wasn't until like I met Stacy and all these other women that were all sharing our story and crying.
Did
And
you
it's
know
like,
I
I'm
planned
not
that?
alone.
Did you know I planned that?
I figured.
Because the thing is,
Oh,
is
it was
that
intense.
I know all of you guys' back history, but you guys didn't know each other back history, and I had to bring you in a setting that would release it and that you could feel comfortable. Because once you felt comfortable releasing it, then your performance on television would be so much better, because you now knew that you were sitting on a panel with your girlfriends and they had your
Right.
back. No matter what happened, they had your back. And that's why
It was like a very vulnerable moment, but it also made me be so real that it was just, I had so much bottled inside. But listening to everybody's stories, it was just like everybody was saying their own story and crying. And I wasn't the only one crying. And it was just like whoever missed that out of the other hosts, they missed out, because it was like our moment. And that was my life changing moment, to be able to face everything that has been happening to
Right.
me since I was younger, till now, and being able to be a better person for other people that are looking up to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. And I believe it goes back to my topic of, even being a host, when people tune in, people are tuning in that we are real.
Right.
We are real.
they want you to be real. When you're not real, they can feel it and sense it. People can tell. You can't say, "Oh, I'm real." No, they know. They know by the way you share. And another
Right.
thing about us is that we're sharing what we want. I'm not forcing them to share what they.
Okay.
I'm not asking them. They decide what they want to share, and we're not having a publicist telling us, "Oh, you can't say this, you can't say that." That's why you got to connect.
Right.
And we want to connect. We want women to ask us advice. We want men to ask us
Right.
advice. If we cannot answer it, then we will find a guest that will.
I will.
Yes.
And that's a great thing, because for the most part, people want to connect with someone that's real, not someone that has a script, or someone that's only saying certain things just to
But they're
get
supposed
more
to.
ratings, because that's what they're getting paid to do. But people want to connect with someone that you can help me. I can reach out to you, and you're real, and you care.
And
I
people
think
need
care.
help. People
Yes.
need help.
People
and a lot
do
of
need
these
help.
talk shows producers don't realize that what a talk show is there to inform, to help people, and they have lost that. Every talk show on television now is the same.
Yes.
You can watch all week,
Yes.
and you can watch one person, one celebrity go on every single talk show and say the same
Yeah,
thing.
that's true though. That is true.
On every show.
Sometimes even wear the same thing. I notice it.
That's it. It's no originality.
They were taping the same day.
At least change. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's true. Originality and being real, and the people that are watching, even me, like when I watch talk shows, like I know when somebody's real. I know when I can relate. I want to keep tuning in. If not, then I
Yeah.
won't tune in.
You know, Dr. Phil is the #1 rated talk show right now. You know, he rarely has a celebrity on his show.
They're all real people
They're
with
all
real
real
problems.
Yeah.
I actually get a chance to meet a lot of his guests. They have problems.
They have problems.
And they're real.
No, they are real.
We're gonna go up to the next song, and when we're back, we're gonna talk about your hosts.
Okay.
I want to hear a little bit about that, and then we'll go. Throughout the show, we have a whole hour with you, so about your vision and where you want this to go, etc. Okay, and you are back with the CGD Live Radio Show, interviewing Yolanda Michelle Brown.
Mitchell.
Mitchell?
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't say it. Hold on.
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
That's
Mitchell.
okay. A lot of people say Michelle. I don't know why.
Mitchell. No, but sometimes, how sometimes the words they get you tongue tied? Like you can't say it?
No.
Mitchell.
They just reading it really fast.
Okay, Yolanda. Okay, so as promised, we were going to talk a little bit about your host. Now, I printed it out, but I don't think you know everybody from top to bottom. So talk to us a little bit about your host.
Which one?
All of them.
Well, just pick one.
Let's start with Angela.
Angela.
Angela was here, by the way, several months ago. Yeah, several months ago.
Oh, okay. What would you like to know?
A little bit about, like, what they bring to the show.
Okay, let me just
Why
start.
you pick them. Why
Okay,
they're
well-
still with you.
Well, when Angela interviewed, Angela had a really good interview, and when she came in, she talked a lot about sports, and I always wanted someone on the show that know about sports. I love sports, and Holly, one of our other producers, she's a really big sports fan, and I didn't really have any hosts that knew anything about sports, but I didn't want Angela for sports. I told her in the auditions, I said, I can tell there's more to you, that you have much more to talk about. And we kind of made a connection. She's like, oh, you get it. You get me. And I want her to go to talk, to actually explore other avenues than sports. Sports is comfortable for her. And she is, she is sometimes she falls back on it as a safety net, but over time I can work with her and get her to where I want her to be. I could see her. She has a very good sense of comedy, comedic timing, and she could be a really good host if she trusts herself. And it's just that comes with practice, though, because I have a vision for every host. Yes.
Ooh, the vision. Okay. I haven't even started getting into her brain yet.
So I was like, well, what about me?
I'm saying myself last. She's gonna let me have it. Okay. Let's talk about Amber.
Amber, okay.
Amber Love.
I'm going to get in trouble for saying this. But Amber, when I first interviewed Amber, I thought, wow, okay, Amber's great. But I thought the spot I needed to feel, I didn't end up feeling anyway because it ended up being Stacy's spot. But I say, okay, Amber's not right for this spot. But Amber, I recognized, was such a talent in the audition that I couldn't let her go. So I created, okay, I need a reporter on the street, this, and that. But I have found out that Amber is really good. And she is really, really good. Amber can be a star all by herself. She does not need anyone. She has natural talent. The camera loves her and people love her. She doesn't even know she's that good. I just love everything about Amber. Amber is the total package.
I know she's done since rehearsal, and then from our last filming, she got me at awe. Because literally, I have seen the transformation. Literally, under your direction, all of a sudden it's wow. I saw it.
I had to convince Amber that we are serious. And not to... this is an observation, I could be wrong, but I think that when Amber is given these great opportunities, sometimes she may sabotage herself and take herself out the running. And that's something that we're going to dive into on the show. But the girl is good. She's raw talent. And I love her.
She's funny.
She is.
Cute, though. She's funny. Sanita.
Sanita is, oh my God. Sanita is my pit bull. She's one of the moderators for the show. When I decided I wanted Sanita on the show, she didn't even know I wanted her on the show. Sanita was anchoring the Crown City News in Pasadena, and her and I would cross each other in the green room, and I would just start political fights with her for no reason. I just would start fights with her. She did not like me. She would tell you I did not like her. And that's how she would say, I did not like that woman. But Sanita is what I wanted for a lot of reasons. One, she was feisty and she wouldn't back down from a fight, and I like that. Two, she is stunning. She's very smart. And one of the things I do love about Sanita, there is no woman on daytime television that looks like Sanita. She could own the market all by herself. And she is the total package. All the girls are the total package. But yeah, definitely.
Jeslyn.
Jeslyn is interesting. Her and I was working together, and I kept saying, Jeslyn, I'm missing a couple pieces. I need a couple pieces for the show, the panel. And she never said. I knew Jeslyn was, taking her hosting classes and everything like that. And finally one day I said, you should come to the panel. And I remember her coming, and she did a show, and I just remember the text messages and calls I was getting from the crew, and the messages I was getting from my husband telling me she's a keeper. She's a keeper. Jeslyn is a natural.
She is. She's really good.
She may not agree with me, but I think Jeslyn is as good as Kelly Ripa, if not better. And she could be the next Carol Burnett. She is extremely funny, and people do not know that because she's so pretty that people tend to see her beauty. But she's very funny and very smart.
Awesome.
Felicia.
Okay, so Felicia, she comes into my office and she looked like this little stepwife, and she's 20-some years old. I knew this she come in, she's like, hi, I'm Felicia, and I'm from Texas. And I'm like, okay. So we do the audition, and we sitting through the callbacks, and everybody in the callback, we pick who we want to call back, and Felicia's name didn't come up. And I said, you know what? I'm calling her back. I kept saying, I like Felicia. And they was like, nah. I said, Felicia, I like her. She has spunk. And it was just something about her. I needed that age group, and she was the perfect one out of all the people that auditioned. And I liked that she was a redhead too, so that was really cute. But I really liked the way she dressed and presented herself. So I called her back in, and I added her to the list. But Felicia, if she focused and do exactly what she's supposed to do, she is a natural born talent too, and she has it. She has it. People recognize it everywhere she goes. She has the ability to attract people to her, but it's up to her to decide if she wants to be a star or not.
While we're at Felicia, did you get the text message? She's so cute.
No.
You didn't get the text
Which
message?
one?
Happy holidays?
With the Christmas? Yeah, it was very cute in her little bunny things. I know.
Sorry, Felicia, if you're watching this, I had to, but I saw the little. Yeah, I'll show you guys later.
I like it.
It's really cute.
I like some of the texts. I get.
Lindsley.
Feisty. Lindsay was on the show as a host.
She was here last
guest.
week.
She was on there as a guest first. She came on with her husband, which is the best barbecue sauce I've ever tasted in my life. It is that good. And that should be her tagline. It is that good. That's what I always tell her. But she represents that age group and that group of that woman in that, okay, now what's next stage of my life? She's done everything she needed to do, her career. Now she has her husband and everything. But what's next? And there are so many women out there trying to figure out what's next.
Right.
It's true, though.
Because you get to a point like, you know what?
Right.
I just can't do this anymore. Or you want to try something new.
Or is this all we have?
And she's under this impression that her opportunity, her door is closing. It's not. When you reach a certain age group as a woman, your door is not closed. It's just open. Mary Kay was in plus 50 when she started Mary Kay. Martha Stewart was in her 40s when she when she became Martha Stewart. So over 40 is just the beginning, not the ending.
Yeah. Isn't 40 the new 30s? Isn't that what they were saying?
I don't want to be the new 30. I don't need to go back. I'm just happy where I'm at. But, and that goes for a lot of women. A lot of women, we are so fixated on age. That,
I know I'm getting that. Yeah.
And not just us. You have society. What you going to do when you grow up?
Right.
Okay, so now you're 20, so now what you going to do? Oh, I need to be a billionaire by the time I'm 30. No. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. And sometimes you're not ready for that. So, we need to stop that.
Yes. And I think your show, it's a good beginning.
It's a combination of everything. See what I mean? Okay.
Awesome.
Jessica.
Okay, Jessica was my first call back from the audition. I had a hard time trying to locate Jessica. She wasn't answering my call, returning my emails. But Jessica is funny, and she's smart, and she can carry a panel by herself. Again, it was one of those things. 3 people I couldn't let go. Jessica, Amber, and Felicia. So that's when, Jocelyn and I came up with the web show to expand the web and to get the reporter on the street and stuff. But Jessica, again, is going to be an extreme talent. It's up to Jessica, though, to take it to the next level. She's funny. She's bright. She has a lot of great ideas. She is a person that will, when we're like full-blown, syndicated everywhere, every comment Jessica say will trend. She has great comments, and she's a great person. So I just think she's a natural talent.
And I'm going by the show that we actually filmed for, because I know she's not on here, Stacy.
Stacy has been with me since day one. Stacy walked through my door, and no rehearsal. We shot a show, and I'll never forget it. She was sitting on the panel, and they was like, people in the media need to be role models. And Stacy just let all of them speak, and she just stopped, and she just put her hand, and she said no. Because they was talking about Tyra Banks. She said no. It is not Tyra's responsibility to teach my child. It's my responsibility to, And when she said that, it was one of those moments where I went, oh my God. She's that good. She was born to be in front of the camera. But what she does for the show, she is the matriarch. She is the one who brings it back
Together.
home, and she keep us there. And
The
Stacy
nurturer.
has evolved. I've watched Stacy go from wearing skirts down here like little Laura Ingalls and no makeup to now she's like, you know, got her makeup and her hair and stuff done. So that's what the show does. It really does, you know, take you
Bring
out that
out.
comfort level that you are, and
Right.
still say, you know, I can be a woman, I can look good, and still have my values.
Right.
And Stacy is a value. Her values is everything to her. She's very connected to her values.
That's good to have.
Holly.
Holly. Oh, well, Holly and I have an interest. Holly and I met online. We were dating online. But Holly is my rock. If I need something done, she'll do it. And you know, Holly was the moderator of the show until she injured her back. She was really good. She's prepared. She's going to prep. She's going to study. And one thing I like about Holly, she's very, she's all about the show. When I say, Holly, I need you to help me produce the show, because I know she can't sit anymore with her back. Because Holly, to me, is the perfect over 40 woman. She is pretty, she is smart, and she is committed, and she's very loyal. And she always put the show first, and so she was like, not a problem, wherever you need me, I'm there. But Holly is the second longest host. Me and her been together since 2008. Yeah.
Okay.
Me.
Okay, so Anna.
Oh no!
So you would think,
Record.
you would think in California, Southern California, that I wouldn't have a problem finding a Latino host, a Hispanic host, a Mexican host. So I couldn't. Not the one I wanted. You have this vision in your head, and you just like, okay, I'm auditioning, and it's not happening. So one day, I get this email, and I forget that Gina told me, my friend Anna, she's this makeup artist. I get this email, and then open this up, and I see this picture, and I was like, oh, are you auditioning for the show? And it was Anna. Because it has to be the right person.
Right.
Each host have to represent a specific group, a woman that everyone can relate to. And Anna is it. She is perfect. She's pretty. She's smart. She's a go-getter.
Like they're all laughing at us.
And people like her. See, that's
Yes.
another thing. We all have to like each other on the
Yes.
show. For the show to work, we have to like each other. And oh my God, when I saw her, I was like, oh yes. So I remember calling her, and I was like, okay, Anna, you know, we having this, we revamping the show, and we having this big audition, and this is what I need you to do to come to the show. I said, cause Sunita, I was like, Sunita ain't gonna like that. I was like,
Oh, what she say?
I was like, I said, you gotta sell Sunita. I said, you gotta get Sunita on, you know, and I want you to do this. So I was kind of like coaching you for the audition. So, because I knew I had already selected Anna, I wasn't going back. I said, because I told, and everyone says this, Sunita says, my husband says, like, Anna's on board, you know, everything comes with, you know, just getting it there. I just had to get Anna there to trust me,
Right.
and to trust herself.
Right.
And not even so much trusting me, but trusting herself. And that's really what it was about. But again, the total package, a natural
there, yes.
talent. We can definitely spin the show off.
We have a caller.
Okay.
Let's put him through. Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Who's this?
Hi.
Hi.
My thought
Hello?
to yours is never to look back.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What happened?
Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but my thoughts for the future are to never look back.
Oh, your New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
Her wishes for 2014.
Oh, okay, because I did put up a post. Awesome. Who are you? What's your name?
Alexis. This is Claudia's cousin.
Oh,
Hi, Alexis.
cool. Thank you for calling. And it's
Claudia online?
yeah, she's right here.
Hi, honey.
Hi, baby.
Thank you for calling. In a way, never to look back in life or in a relationship or in.
You're in a relationship,
Okay.
I guess, and
How do girls know, huh?
move on.
That's awesome,
No.
though. No, don't look back. Don't look back.
Only look back if it's for the positive things to help you out for a better future.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, where are you calling from? What city?
La Puente.
La Puente. Thank you so much for your support and for calling
Thank
in.
you. Happy New Year.
What were you guys talking about, anyways?
Oh, well, you can watch us live right now
On what?
on cgdradio.com or kcaaradio.com, and you can watch us live on Ustream.
Okay.
Watch us live. We have another hour and a half.
All right.
Bye.
Love you, cousin.
Love
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
I was going to hang up with my microphone. I'm like, so, what about me again?
Can we start all over about what about Anna?
She's fabulous. She's fabulous.
No, but you know, like, going back to that, though, like, that, I was just trying to audition for
A segment.
their segment.
Segment.
And I wasn't even auditioning. I was coming out in your segment, right? So Gina from Pinafore Vets was going to get on, and somehow that's all I was writing for, to give her my bio and my information and stuff. And then she sent me that. And, you know, I think of everything as a sign. What did I tell you? And, you know, when that happened, a lot was going on at that moment. But literally, I think now, you know, I kind of, you know, going through certain stuff, it's like you kind of lose it a little bit, you know. Not that I was never on focus, but I think in my grieving moment, you know, now I'm back on track and I'm ready. I'm ready. But thanks to the women of Every Way Woman, I was able to find myself.
And you know,
literally.
Eventually that's going to be something we do as a team. We're going to go out there and
Put her through.
Can I hear? Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
How are you? You can't hear? No. Hold on. Give me one moment. Here, put these on. I'll try these. Hello?
Hello.
Stacy,
Hi, Yolanda. Hi, Anna. How are you?
I'm doing great.
And this is Stacy. For those of you guys that are tuning in, this is Stacy, one of the hosts from Every Way Woman. What city are you calling from?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. Did you want to tell something to Yolanda?
I just wanted to tell you guys I was watching the stream, and I'm so very proud of you guys. It was just so inspiring. And, you know, Anna, you have a special place in my heart. Yeah, you and I share something very special from the first moment that we met. And
Yes.
So I just wanted to tell you as I'm watching the stream, and Yolanda means more than she'll ever know. Her vision and her passion as a woman, and her reaching out to just follow her dreams, and irrespective of the adversities that have come and all of the roadblocks that appear to be there, she's just taking the show forward. And I'm so excited on what 2014 is going to offer with Danita and Deslin and Jessica and Amber and Lindsay and Felicia and Angela and Anna. I just think it's going to be amazing. So I just wanted to call in and give my support. Anna, your show is amazing. You do your thing, and you do it great, and I love you guys. And I would be remiss if I didn't just call in and say, hey.
Thank you so much. Honestly, like, this is the woman, literally, that it's just so much was shared that day at that meeting. Remember the one I told her that we all went and we shared our stories? This one was the woman that got to me, literally. I think I'm telling you, if you were there, I think you would have been like, what just happened? It was that good. But thank you so much. Literally, she held my hand.
Transformational moment.
Well, it was my transformational moment, yes. And I don't think I would ever stop thanking you, Stacy.
Well, thank you, too, for being a part. Just opening up. And we're going to get a chance to talk. But, Anna, I tell you, every day I think about that. And I just applaud you for your bravery. I applaud you for just stepping and walking in your purpose. And you are going to continue to have great, great, great things.
Thank you.
So the show looks great. I'm watching it. I'm at home under the weather, but I had to call in to see you guys. Yolanda, love you guys.
Can I add one thing?
Go for it.
You know, Stacy's been with the show from day one. But another thing, Stacy's daughter used to intern and work as an associate producer when she was like 13 on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, just Kennedy. She's so amazing. And Stacy would bring Carrington, and she would come in the control room, and she would work the character generator. So all of us is just like we just all have just dug our hands in and got dirty, and just a great time. But the show, Stacy brings something to the show that, it was that piece, right? And you can tell.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
It is true, though.
It's
when you see something develop and there's something missing, and then when you meet that person, okay.
Yeah, it was when we was at Stacy house. Lauren, she pulled me aside and she said, "Okay," she said, "I was worried at first." That's what she told me. She's like, "But now that I'm at Stacy, everything's okay."
And, I was laughing because I was hearing Yolanda say that she remembered when I used to wear my dress down long. And as you know, Anna, at the last shoot, I got my hand slapped because I broke out my long dress. And Yo B was like, "What the heezy? What are you doing?
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?" So every now and then I try to bring back my long dresses, and Yolanda's like, "No, we've evolved from there." But
You were rocking that short skirt, though. Well, it wasn't that short, but like the...
She looks
not
good.
too
It should-
short,
you know
Anna,
what?
No, it wasn't short, but it was shorter than the long one.
Stacy looked good. She came a long way. I don't care really what size a woman are. You should never be afraid to be a woman. There are times when there are certain places that is inappropriate. But people, when you're on televisions, people expect you to look a certain way, and then they want to be like you and dress like you, and that's the whole thing about with the way we dress on camera and things like that. Our clothing is still for the $50. It should be affordable, $50 or under for the everyday woman.
Right.
But Stacy looks good. She lost a lot of weight. She looks really good, and she's a beautiful woman. She's a former. Aren't you a former like homecoming queen or beauty queen or
Yes, I
something?
I was all of that. But Anna, I had a special message for you.
Ooh.
I've had an opportunity. We're, as Yolanda's talked about, that we're really taking our show forward, and our pilot that we shot. I did a private screening in my office, and I tell you, all of the young women, every single one of them were like, "Wow, I love her vintage style. She is beautiful. She's so relatable." And I really wanted to share that with you because they just kept going on about your hair and your makeup
Oh,
and the
cool.
way you brought off the vintage. So
I wasn't
wanted
even
to
wearing
tell you,
my
girl,
rose.
You popping it. You doing your thing.
So glamorous every day. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, you guys have a great
Thank
show.
you for calling in. Happy
New
New Year.
Happy Kwanzaa. You know what? And one thing I do want to add, you're all business. Of all the hosts on the show, besides Anita, Anna, I'm not, that joined us recently, it's all business. And that's what I like about her. She's like, let's do this.
Right.
It's important that even though it's a talk show and we're doing so, we still got to realize it's a business. And we got to get stuff done. And the reason, another thing, she had her own career going that was so important to me because other women look to that. You know how many women are juggling 2 or 3 careers?
Yes, many.
A lot.
Many out there.
We need the Annas of the world.
Yes.
And then Anna also owes something. I'm not saying she owes it, but she's going to have a following like nobody business. I'm not. It's just so many young girls that you can reach, and young women in your community, in your background, or just gonna be like, oh my God, look at Anna.
Yes.
Because sometimes it does take that one person that looks like you to encourage you. And I remember when I was growing up, when I looked, I was like, oh, I was watching the news, and she, her name was Robin something. I gotta remember. It's gonna come to me. But when I look and I said, oh, it's a black woman on television. She's doing the news. And that was really encouraging to me at that time, And I was like, that's pretty cool, Because you sometimes when you dream, and you dream big, if you don't see no one else like you, sometimes it's scary, and also it can hold you back. You're like, well, I can't do that.
Right.
It's always a trailblazer. You just have to find her.
Yes.
The conversation's so good. I just said, screw the music. He just keeps saying, do we go to the next song? No, it's getting good.
Yeah.
Vision. Where do you see the show going?
I see the show going syndicated. I definitely want to license the show. It's very important to me to keep control of the show, whereas not, I got to control the show, but to keep the vision of the everyday woman and man in place. The second thing would be that I want the show to go international. There are so many women that do not have a voice around the world, that do not have an opportunity to be heard, and we have to give them that voice. I would like to make our website within the next 5 years, the website to go to, everywaywoman.com, for information for women to connect with us. And I want to own a studio, do spin-offs, but then also just give back. I would like my studio to provide 2 days of studio space for visionaries, filmmakers, producers like myself to be able to produce and not worry about the overhead, to get their project off the ground. Money will really hold up a project. And I want to create scholarships and things like that. And I want to create a lot of scholarship for young men. I know this sounds strange, but women in the last 10 to 20 years are given more opportunities than a lot of young minority men, especially because we have created this network of networking and blogging and conferences. And we're leaving our young men behind.
Right.
They're getting left behind.
Good point.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely create some scholarships and different type of scholarships. Not everyone wants to go to school, college. Some people just want to go to culinary school, or like my stepson, who's good with his hands, and he knew early on, he was going to end up working with his hands. So we found a program that benefited him in that way. So, but they need to have scholarships for that. They don't create scholarships for all those opportunities. And then just wherever it takes me, I really want to have conferences and networking events. Our green room is a networking. Oh my God, the women network like crazy in our green room. Everyone's passing cards and let me get your phone number. So it's great. So.
Now, I wanted to do something here, and I had told you about it. I kind of briefly told you. She's like, "Oh, give it to me." Sort of like what you do with us, the host. So I want to bring in, depending on how much time allows, 1 or 2 topics. Okay. Because I have 4 ready.
Sure.
Okay.
I can get 4 in.
And let's talk about like if we are on a talk show right now. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
Now, there is an article here. Should I take my boyfriend back after he cheated?
No.
Ooh. What do you think?
Because he's a boyfriend.
How about if it was a husband though?
Well,
it could relate for 2.
If it was a husband, then you go. There's you can go.
They're like.
There's more. To me, there's more of a commitment, and then you have to work things out. I think you should try to work it out if it's a husband-wife situation. But a boyfriend, then neither one of you are ready.
What if you live together?
Well, you shouldn't live together anyway.
Well, yeah.
I was in that situation.
You lived with him
7 years, and he was a cheater, and that's a part. It's like I told you during dinner. I'm not embarrassed of it because it's like my learning moment where I grew up, and it's like, what the hell was I doing? You know what I mean? It's like, really? Seriously?
But don't we all make mistakes?
Oh, man, that was my biggest mistake. It's like, he would come home with the hickey, and I was fine with it. Come on, really? Seriously, someone slapped me. Well, a lot of people tried slapping me at that moment.
You just had to find your confidence.
And I found it. And now will I put up with the cheater? Hell
you know what you had to find within yourself? That it's okay to be alone.
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't want to be alone. People look at you and say, well, you go to
I'm fine alone.
You go to a lot of love, a lot of self-love. I don't think we're taught at an early age to love us.
You are
no
right.
matter how we look or what we look like or who we are. I don't think, well, at least in my house, I have great parents, but they never said, learn to love you. So where do you start loving you?
It's true, though.
To be able to.
That is a good point, because now thinking about it, I had to love myself in order to start watching my weight, to lose weight. Then I was like, what the hell am I doing with this guy?
Well, you had to be in a relationship with yourself first.
Yes.
And I loved myself. And then after there, I don't even look back.
Okay. What's the next topic?
She's like, let's leave that one alone.
Are you too old to have a baby after 40?
No.
You'll be old to play soccer with them.
Well, just because you have
I'm telling you because I tried.
Just because you have a baby at a young age don't make you a great parent.
You're right.
Parenting should come when you're ready. Now, I do believe that society convinced us that we could, wait till we're like 40 to have a kid and stuff. And you can do both. You don't have to wait late. And I think a lot of women are finding out that they may not be able to have kids at such an older age because they glamorize it in movies and TV shows
and not glamorous.
And celebrities. And for someone like myself who went through early menopause, I started early menopause at 32. Then I wasn't having any kids.
Yeah. Well, I had my first at 35, my second at 36. I have to say that it's the best time for me because I had already done everything I needed to do in my life prior to kids. So now focusing just on my kids, it's a lot easier because everything else is just extra stuff.
I think that's the age.
Plus, you probably know yourself better too.
That's the age I think I want to have kids. And a little bit before 40.
You gotta get married
38,
first.
39,
Yes.
40.
Oh,
Why?
definitely.
Why do you have to get married?
You need to be married first. Kids need parents.
Yes.
2 parents.
Oh,
All this
yes.
celebrity crap that they don't need 2
It
parents.
just
is
burst in my
crap.
bubble over here.
Well, you know what? No, coming from a single mom,
Okay,
I think I did
all
things wrong. I didn't get married. I had kids because doctor said you want children, have children now, or you're never going to have children. So
They scared you.
yes, so I said, okay, well, let me just go have 2, right? And as a single parent, I didn't realize that I was only doing it more for my need, for me, until I had my children. And then it was the realization of my kids don't have a dad. And now trying to work things out with their dad to do the right thing, it becomes very difficult.
It is.
Not just for us as adults, because I feel I'm cheating him out, I'm cheating myself out, but I'm cheating
the
both of my
kids.
kids.
Yes.
And as much as you try to do the right thing, you make it very, very hard,
Yes.
and it's not fair for them.
Anna's caught in that that generation that's been told that
No.
marriage is, you know, you don't
I
need
never wanted
you don't-
to get married.
You guys don't need a man.
No,
I
we
never
need a
wanted
man.
children,
Yeah.
never
We need
wanted
a man.
married. But now I really am trying to focus on my career. I
can do
really
both.
want to.
You can do both.
Man,
But be
you guys
married.
should to be telling me
You know
that more
what?
often.
As much as I'm not married, I'm an advocate to, if you're going to have children, be married because the child needs both parents. And for us women to say we don't need a man, we're completely
don't say
wrong
I don't
because
need a
we do
man.
need one.
Yeah.
And our children need both.
They need 2 parents.
Yes.
And you need someone too to say, "Can you pick those kids up?" I'm getting my
Can you
nails
run to go
done.
get the wall?
Let's pause for 10 seconds for our legal ID.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
One last topic. Plus size Barbie image sparks heated debate. Did you see the Facebook?
I don't know why it's a heated debate. Dolls are useless. I don't even know why girls play with dolls. I hate. I can't stand make believe.
I'm one of those. I've never played with Barbies
It's
ever.
such a waste of time. The doll doesn't talk, walk.
But did you see this? Like how they enhance, like literally.
I don't
even
like
think
the
you can
double
see it.
chin.
The double chin on a freaking
They
Barbie.
gave a double chin.
Look.
I don't
Look at this.
like it.
No. Look at this. This is better. Like what the
Okay.
hell? That's sad.
I'm going to say this. Maybe there's a middle ground. Maybe if they're going to...
Okay.
The doll should... Both of the dolls. One is too skinny. One is plus size.
No double chin.
So stupid. Okay, first of all, why are we get these girls so fixated on these dolls and these perfect Kens and Barbies and these look. Don't the girls have enough problem now with all the
We were talking
airbrushing
about that.
of the magazine? Dolls are useless, okay? You want to do something for your kid? Read a book.
Amen.
Put that doll down. Stop being make-believe. This is why girls are so messed up now.
There you have it. One last one. Kim K's daughter gets a matching Lamborghini like her dad. What do you think about that?
Kim who?
She is not a real woman.
Oh, you guys talking about Kim Kardashian?
Yeah,
I don't.
Right there. The little matching Lamborghini just like her father, Kanye. What do you think about that?
I don't follow this stuff.
It's on Yahoo.
You know what? I guess she has a big ego, just like her daddy. So I don't know. You know they do that for publicity. You know, when you lack talent, sometimes you have to keep your name in the media because you fear that someone's going to catch up with you and it's going to go away. But hey, as long as the consumer
Keeps buying it.
continue to buy it. Amen to Kim K and Kanye, because it's the consumer's fault. If you want them to go away, stop buying it.
Who inspires you?
Oh my God, I was about to say me.
They're like, yeah.
I could say my grandmother inspires me a lot. My husband inspired me. You know, we go through the show.
He's like,
we go through the show together. But just it could be.
he drove you over here.
It could be the everyday woman on the street that inspires me. It's just so many different people I like for different reasons. You know, I try not to idolize no one, but, you know, if I could be someone that I could say, oh my God, I love Steve Jobs. He's such a visionary. Growing up, I had that whole Mary Tyler Moore thing in my head that I was going to do this and I was going to do that. You know, and then I'm an athlete. So when I look to like that athlete that don't quit, never say never, you know, I'm not a Kobe Bryant fan, but, you know, he's going to give it all to win, you know, and that's how I am. Those type of people inspire me, you know, people who don't quit.
Any advice you can give to somebody watching you right now, listening to you right now, that says, I want to be her one day, I want to create a show one day, even if they're, no matter what age, what do you want to tell them?
I say create the show. A lot of people told me to stop. It wouldn't work, or, you know, people going to always tell you what's not going to work. A lot of times people try to put fear in you because they're afraid. They actually want to do things themselves. Just do it. Do it. Even if it doesn't succeed, at least you try. You will never have that nagging thought for the rest of your life that you did not try. And you try it, you don't like it, okay. But I say if you got something you want to do, try it. Especially if it's a career goal. You should definitely try it.
I got to admit, though, like being, you know, part of the hosts now, but not being there since the beginning, I could just imagine like everything, because I mean it's like starting a business. You're creating a brand of your own, and it's like, you know, all those sleepless nights, and I've been there for filming now, so it's like, you know, everything. And then you, more than anything, I mean, you're there before all of us. You're there like putting stuff up, picking stuff up, making sure the girls are wearing like what they're supposed to be wearing if you like it. You know, you're just everywhere, and you do wear many hats. You know, I feel like it's like a round of applause. Like, seriously.
I want to ask you something before we close the show. If a lot of people, it's really easy to talk about when you're succeeding or when you're actually seeing something accomplished.
This is a good question. Yes.
How many times did you get the no's? How many times did you get the feeling of, is this really going to happen? Because I think for a lot of people out there, is they like to be inspired because they see somebody doing there, but they never get to see all the, well, we could say failure, but it's not failure because we kept going. But how many no's
all the time
did you go through?
Still get no's every day. A no is just a beginning point. That's how you have to look at it. But you get no's all the time. And failures, oh my God. This time of year, a lot of people don't know this about the show, is that I usually take off a month and take myself into hiatus and revamp the show a little bit. I make changes. I made changes last year at this time. It was something I had to look at myself and say, you know what, I need to make changes, because I came off a huge failure. I had a nightmare of a show where a guest actually stormed off because the host, a former host, decided to get into a debate with the guests, and it was a political debate, and it was the worst moment of my life. But I didn't stop. Most people would have given up, and I don't give up, because I want to see this to the end. Right. So, but you don't stop. You know, you're gonna get no's. I listened to this show, and there was a guys on there talking about, they came up with woodchuck, something for your phones, and they was like, well, Best Buy turned us down 6 times, but now they're on BestBuy.com. You know, people know it's a beginning point.
Yes.
It's a starting point.
Yes.
And people don't realize that. You know what people tell you? No, get out my face, move on. It's the person that keeps coming back. You wear them down. It's just like a kid. A kid will wear you down.
Yes. I just keep saying, they're not understanding me yet.
Yeah. So
let the listeners know and the viewers know how they can watch your show.
Well, you can watch our show. You can always go to everywaywoman.com. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. But everything. But also, you know, we're on K-Pass in Pasadena. We're on LA 36 in Los Angeles, and we're on PatNet in Long Beach. So we're on 3 local channels and growing. You know.
Awesome.
I can't wait. New Year's resolution? Do you have
I don't make them. I don't need them.
She just does it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Don't set yourself up for failure with a New Year's resolution, because the minute you fall off that path you put yourself on, some people don't have the courage to keep going. They just give up.
Right.
I am making it to go to the gym. That's all I'm saying. Just the New Year's resolution.
you have to go to the gym. You can work out
I'd
at
rather
home.
not say nothing and stay fit.
do
Yes,
it.
there you have it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming down
You're
to the
welcome.
show and being here. And seriously, I can't wait to for the future.
I know. Me too. I'm so excited.
I can't.
I'm
And
just
I'm excited
excited.
to have you here and ending the show with
Yes.
that. And then
It was a true pleasure.
Thank you. And Happy
honored.
New Year, ladies.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Yes. Be safe.
please keep stay tuned. We have Melinda Orozco up next, and you just we're taking pictures. You just tuned back in with the CGD live radio show. I'm getting tongue tied, man.
know.
I'm just like talking a lot.
You were nervous.
I was nervous. That was my boss.
I know.
You're supposed to be nervous at the
I
boss.
was nervous. Even my boss here at the radio said you were nervous. But how did you like that interview?
It was good, really good.
Yeah?
I'm really impressed. Yeah,
Right? Right?
Yes.
I'm
very.
excited for the show, ladies. I am really excited for the show.
I got to start watching that.
Yes. Well, for those of you guys who are tuning in, that was How to Be a Heartbreaker, Marina, and the Diamond. So from now on, all the music that we're going to be playing, these are the selected ones that made the list for 2013 that were more requested here on the show. So I know we've had a lot of bands here, a lot of artists here. So listen up and see if it made it to the top list. Kind of cool. But now we have Melinda Orozco.
Yes, Melinda
Hi,
Bravo
Melinda.
Orozco. I have to keep
Bravo,
the maiden
bravo.
name in there.
Bravo. Talk to us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm the senior paralegal at Gateway Legal Group, and we actually are a law firm that we help out the community a lot. We actually are probably one of the first law firms in the Inland Empire, probably anywhere, that actually really accepts payment plans and helps out the community at large.
What's the name of this?
So it's called Gateway Legal Group.
Okay.
So we're an actual law firm in Inland Empire. We're in Rancho Cucamonga, but we instituted a paralegal section where you actually can come in to get assistance without having to pay,
The
$3,000-$5,000, so you can come in and say you wanted to get a divorce or something. We can actually do it for you for a few $100s versus going to an attorney and paying $3,000 to $5,000.
So what kind of work do you do there, though?
I'm the paralegal, so I actually do all the documents. I meet with clients. I draft the bankruptcies.
That was my next question. Do you do just divorce or bankruptcies or what cases?
We do bankruptcies. We do family law, criminal. So when we get
Okay.
DUIs or things like that.
Also nonprofit.
All you party people out there for New Year's Eve,
Please take my number.
take my number down. If you need me, we'll be there for you. But no, be safe. Be safe so you don't have to get one, actually, in the first place.
Yes, please don't drink and drive.
Yes.
Exactly.
Is that true? What I've been hearing on TV, that it's going to be a $10,000 fine.
Oh, yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Oh
first
yeah, I
one.
saw that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Think
it's extremely
before wasting
expensive.
$10,000.
Yes, $10,000.
Oh, yeah, if not more than that, because then you're paying the attorneys, and then you're going to
So the
classes.
$10,000 is just the fine.
Oh yeah. It's not even your classes, and then you're gonna pay more. You're gonna get an SR22 for your insurance. I mean everything.
You can't drive.
No, it's bad.
You
really
lose your
bad.
girlfriend.
If you even hit something, like even like a pole.
Stop drinking.
She's like on a daze here.
I know.
If you guys cannot see on Ustream, she's like on a daze, just staring at the microphone. And
I
it's
was like, there
oh,
goes
wow.
88 tequila out the door for me.
Well, you can still have it. Just get a designated driver.
Or stay at home. Or what we do.
I'll drive your Mercedes.
Or call AAA and say there's something wrong with my battery. I need a tow.
All right.
Can you take me home?
It works. It works.
He's like, yeah, right there. Okay, so I know when. Okay, this is really gonna like let us in the. Everybody's gonna know what we do, but when we were at the 88 Tequila Business Mixer,
Yeah.
you were talking a little bit about what you do, and we were celebrating because we had
Yes,
two
yes.
celebrations there. One
We
for my
did.
birthday, and then one for.
Oh, yes. I actually just got a new position. I'm the adjunct paralegal instructor for Sage College, so for the paralegal training program. Very excited. Thank you. I've always wanted to be an instructor at a college, so this is definitely my first step into that. So, like what you guys were saying, your last segment, to follow your dreams, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely do that.
What made you want to do that, though?
You know what? I literally was on Craigslist because we were looking for a new attorney at our office. And so when I went on Craigslist, I saw it and I was like, oh, and I was looking for more attorneys, or I said, paralegals with a master's degree, and I do have that. I'm like, oh, that's me. I'm like, but God, I don't know if I
like teaching. Oy,
yeah, and
right?
I was like, so I was a little doubtful at first. So I was like, I don't know if I could get that, So I'm just gonna try it. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. So sure enough, I did it, and I ended up getting the job, and she ended up telling me last week that there was over 100 applicants for that job, and I got it. I was like, yes.
You know why I like you, Melinda? You're so intelligent.
Oh, thank you. You're making me blush.
And you're super funny. You're super intelligent.
And you drink 88 tequila.
Yeah, that's right. Woo, woo. And then at our party, we were all, woo, woo. We're bringing back the 80s.
I know. I was having fun.
I don't know. Oh, did I say too much? I thought this was a show of honesty.
Oh, that's right. I thought you already said I was close to 40.
Oh man!
Did I just age ourselves?
This is water. Seriously, this is water. It's not tequila. Oh man, this is hilarious. But what inspires you as an individual?
Wow. I think everyone does. I think I have my dad is awesome. He's always taught me to be. I went to school. I went to work with him when I was 12, and he would have me cleaning the bathrooms. He worked at Greyhound, and so he used to make me really, really just tell me work. The more you work and you work hard at something, you will definitely get to where you want to go. And so I just did it. And my grandma, she's awesome. She's passed away, and we love her very much. But she was a really strong. She had 10 kids, and I don't know how many grandkids we are now, 40-something grandkids and great-grandkids. But she used to work at Seas, and she started a strike there because she was upset that they weren't giving the temporary employees their fair share. And back then that's a big deal for a Latina to do that. Right. So it was her too. And, I have a lot of great family that just loves. My mom taught me how to love, and, everyone around me, I just take a little bit of something from everyone.
When I look at you, I imagine right now, a person that wakes up and is just grateful for life.
I am actually very grateful. Very grateful. Yes. It took me a long time to get to where I'm at.
I see that. You know that?
A long time.
That. I see that in your eyes and
not
the way
only that,
you
but
smile.
your easiness. I think you're very approachable. You are easy to talk to and open up to. And I think in your field that you have to be that way. And it's not something that you learn. I think it's just part of who you are. Because people need to really open up to you for you to be able to really guide them on the right thing to do or what they really need to do. And if they don't feel comfortable, it makes it hard.
It does.
We had a heart-to-heart.
You guys did?
At the 88 tequila.
I know.
I was like, you did? Where was I? I was drinking my little tequila shots and my sexy 88, and I'm telling her my life story.
Yeah, my husband said all he saw at our table was the back of our heads going back.
But now she's on the show.
Yeah, there you go. That's what happens.
Let's go to our first song of the countdown, and then we'll be back with Melinda. Our first song, One More Drink, I Am Me.
Who that? Who that said? Who that? I am me. Who that said? I am me. Who that? I am me. Who that said? I am me. It's critical. These girls is rocking, but they ain't stopping. Cause what they want, all they want is one more drink. One more drink. One more drink. All they want is one more drink. Wait up, walls and the feeling kinda thirsty. Club back with girls getting kinda flirt. Give me one more, make it real dirt. We'll be partying past 6:30. Loaded, pumped up, shots firing. Club out of control, but we don't hear the sirens. I know she got tricks when I see her stick 2 drinks in the air. Hips twisting without a dare, double fisted, sipping twice as fast. Look like she's jumping out the building, look how them hips collapse. Mind out of shape, but give me another round. It's about to get critical, listen to the sound. Get up on the flow, get up on the flow, get up on the flow and show me how to go. Get up on the flow, get up on the flow, get up on the flow and show me how to go. These girls is rocking, but they ain't stopping. Cause what they want, all they want is one more drink. One more drink. One more drink. All they want is one more drink. Looking kinda loose drinks, let me be helpful. Fill that glass up, get you hyped up on my level. I'ma bring the bass, girl, you gon' bring the treble. Let me see that booty quake, turn around and make it tremble. Then drop and get that emotion. Sipping all these potions, got my body morphine. Dancing with Morgan, I let the camp sink. A monster with a bomb, electrified, I can't blink. Purple medicine, dosing at a steady rate. Flying high with the goose, we vibing at the Cali pace. I'm in a state, feeling raw with my crown. It's about to get critical, listen to the sound. Get up on the flow, get up on the flow, get up on the flow and show me how to go. Get up on the flow, get up on the flow, get up on the flow and show me how to go. These girls is rocking, but they ain't stopping. Cause what they want, all they want is one more drink. One more drink, one more drink. All they want is one more drink. Drinks up, upside down. I think I lost count. Bottoms up, down. One more round. Drinks up, upside down. I think I lost count. Bottoms up, down. One more round. These girls is rocking, but they ain't stopping. Cause what they want, all they want is one more drink. One more drink. One more drink. All they want is one more drink.
And you are back now with CGD Live Radio Show. If you're listening to us and you want to watch us live, cgdradio.com or kcaaradio.com, top left corner, click Ustream, and you can watch us live. And that was One More Drink by IME. You can go ahead and check him out on Facebook under IME. Go ahead and like the page and get inspired by his music. Great music. And I can't wait for the rest of the music to be played, the top ones that have been requested here on the station. You know, I'm a big supporter of new music. That's how we started here, and I love hearing new music. You know, I think, what do you feel about music? Like, isn't it like when you're having a bad day, you listen to the right song, it like gets you either in the mood or it gets you sad.
Oh yeah. Music is my life.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
I wake up with music.
The medicine
I go to
of the
sleep
soul.
with music.
I feel.
I sing with my kids. They may not like it, but
and
I
it
sing.
changes your mood totally.
Yes.
One day somebody cut me off, and I was all pissed off. I was like, "Damn it, you bastard!" And then Super Freak came on. I was like, "Super Freak, Super Freaky, yeah."
And it just got you.
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh," but it's okay. He cut me off. He probably had to go somewhere.
Be safe.
Be safe out there.
I've been a lot into Lana Del Rey, Carla Morrison, not Little Kim. What's the other one? Nicki Minaj. Oh crap! I just confused them. Oh,
my niece Lonnie loves her. Loves her. She's all singing. I'm like, what is she saying?
So going back with Melinda. Melinda, let us know if somebody's listening to us and they want to become a paralegal. How do they have you as their teacher?
It's at Sage College. It's in Moreno Valley, so you guys can go there and sign up and be part of the paralegal program.
Mm-hmm.
I do definitely recommend being a paralegal. I absolutely love it. You know, I don't.
My mom was.
Oh, was she really?
Time.
Oh, great.
Longest time.
Yeah, I love it. You know, again, everybody always tells me, "Why aren't you going to be an attorney?" Da da da. And I've thought about it, and I might.
You could
still,
literally.
Yeah, I might still. You know, I'm not saying I'm not going to, but as a paralegal, you have so much more freedom. Like,
Right.
and attorneys are very strict. They have to go to the state bar. They, you know, there's all these restrictions and regulations. You can't say certain things. Whereas a paralegal, you're a little bit more free. You can't give legal advice, but I can tell you options, and I can do all these other things. And you're right. I have people coming to me all the time asking me for help, and I feel like I can help them more as a paralegal sometimes.
Than if you were an attorney.
Yeah, as an attorney, because I'm not going to charge you an arm and a leg. You know, I
Right.
can do a lot to help you, and I've helped so many people, and that's what I love most about my job. And I get little gifts all the time. It's really sweet from these little, you know, ladies that come in and they're giving me little homemade things. And I appreciate you so much. I'm debt free now because you did my BK or whatever, and that
Right.
means so much more to me than anything that you can imagine.
So I'm looking forward to working with you because, as everybody knows, I own a credit business, but at the same time, there's a lot of different areas as a business owner that we need assistance with. And a lot of the times you don't realize that until you're in a position to where you need it.
Yeah,
I'm a
exactly.
believer that you should be setting yourself up prior to you needing it. And a good way is, like you say, a lot of people don't know that if, let's say, for example, we have a working relationship, you're there for me.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You see what I mean? As a business owner, as just, regular life. For example, I was sharing with Anna earlier that I want to go ahead and set my living trust.
Yes.
I'm a single mother. I have 2 little ones, and that's so important.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
As a single parent to set that up. I mean, nobody wants to sit here and think about, well, when I die.
Yeah.
But we never know when that's going to happen. So
Oh, yeah.
since we don't know, to be prepared. So if it does happen, you don't leave everything just scattered.
Yes,
and you don't
definitely.
leave a mess. And I think what you do is very important. And there's not so much out there that people can, one, relate to, or to reach out to, because the first thing that you think of is, God, it's going to cost me an arm and a
Yes.
leg, and I don't have it.
Yes.
Versus reaching out and saying, that these are my needs. This is what I'm looking to do. What are my options, and what is the cost? So maybe if I don't have it, I could save for it.
Yes, definitely.
So, but my question for you is, I know you said, being a paralegal, it was my dream. But growing up, is that really where you saw yourself as a paralegal?
No, actually, it was always like teaching or something. I
Really?
always thought, I was teaching, so it kind of went full circle for me when I got the instructor position. And I didn't want to be a paralegal. I actually was in nonprofits for years. I
Okay.
mean, for 15, 20 years almost.
Okay.
And I had done that ever since I was in school. I was the co-founder of a teen center in Santa Barbara, which is still there, that you can go visit, which I love.
Wow.
I've always loved nonprofit work and working with the community. And then I just got into that whole thing with this. I went to Easter sales. I worked at Mercy, working with kids with disabilities. So I've done all of that. And one day there was an incident, that happened at my mom's house on 4th of July. And I saw some really bad injustices with the police using their force where they shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
And we'll get into that story another time. But when I saw that, I was like, no, there's got to be something that I can do legally about this. And we fought that, and we won. And that's really what got me into being a paralegal, because I'm like, I'm going to help everyone else do this too, because this is ridiculous. There's no reason why that should have happened. And
Passion.
So it was. That's where the passion comes from for the legal field. So
What's your vision? Like, where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
I want to do my own nonprofit as well. They have a paralegal nonprofit that I'm actually looking into doing. So I have my own kind of nonprofit and have some attorneys work for me. And have them to provide the legal services, and
What
then
kind of
me
legal
draft
services?
everything. Whatever helps for the community. Bankruptcy is a big thing for people. Whether they should do it or not, and then we send them over to credit lady.
To the credit lady?
If she can't fix them, then I'll help them the other way. So.
So if it's a nonprofit, though, like, just because I'm like business, how would you make money? Or would you make money?
Because it's easy. What you do is you ask for a grant to help pay for some of the staffing,
Okay.
and then that's how
Got
you
it.
get the staff gets paid. And then per client, you get a certain amount of money for that. And I've done tons of grant writing, so I'm more than happy to do that. So,
Yeah. And
I
I've
wanna do it for
actually,
myself.
and we were talking about this at the party. I'm really looking into turning my business into a nonprofit, because I think I could do more good for people doing something at no charge, where it's not costing them anything
Yes.
to come in and really get themselves put back together when it comes to their credit, or when it comes to just financing, simple financing. But I think credit, it's the key that opens all the doors. So
Yes.
if I was to do it as a nonprofit, it would be more beneficial for everyone versus being a for-profit company. So
Oh yeah,
I can't
definitely.
wait to work with you.
I know I can't wait to work with
I'm
you.
learning a lot. I
Yeah.
keep looking at both.
I know we're taking over her show. Here. Although she does it better. But yeah, as a nonprofit, you can open it up to the community to say, like, I'm having a workshop on how to improve your credit, or how to buy that first house,
Right.
or whatever. And as a nonprofit, you can do that,
Right.
and not have to charge anybody.
And you know what?
anything.
And like you say, going back to teaching, I didn't get into credit repair as to say, oh, I want to go out and fix people's credit.
Yeah.
I started doing it as giving workshops and teaching, and that's what I love. I love being up in front of the crowd and giving them a class. I mean, I don't consider myself funny. I consider myself more of, here's the education, here's how to do it, here's the ways to do it. And and provide that for people. So going that route, and then credit just kind of happened because he was like, well, can you do it? Sure. Right?
Yeah, sure, why
not? Right? But that's how a lot of the times you end up falling into what you do. And I became very passionate about it. So, you know, I could totally relate to you falling into what you do based on your passion for helping.
Yeah, definitely. It's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm loving all your clothes. Like, look, she has like this rose ring. The signature rose ring here. And then I'm loving her shoes and her cuffed up jeans. Her little
You guys are used to seeing me during the week with my suits on.
That's when I saw her. I was like, ooh, look check her out.
This is my weekend attire.
Let's go to the next song, and we'll be back with Melinda Orozco, One Nighter, Lynette V.
Don't wanna make you wonder, don't wanna make you beg. We got a strong connection, you got the go ahead. Let's pretend that you and I are lovers. Do what feels right, I'm saving you the trouble. Return to sender, let's have fun and just move on. Don't want you to take it wrong. Let's pretend that you and I are lovers. Do what feels right, I'm saving you the trouble. I'm looking for a one night, 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 one night.
Just tuned back with CGD Live Radio Show. That was One Nighter, Lynette V. If you want to listen to more of her music, she needs a Facebook. She's on Instagram. Go ahead and look her up, Lynette V, at Lynette V. And I can't wait to keep playing the rest of the songs. There's some good music, but I love having a panel of women here. We're just talking. We already came up with like 3 like nonprofits here. Yes, during commercial,
helping the world,
right?
That's what it should be all about.
It should actually giving back, like we've all been.
Yeah, you know what?
While we're at right now,
Do you think that's like an upbringing though? The way we're upbrought, like
it is
upbrought. Oh my god.
Yes,
I need sleep.
Brought up.
I know, but I caught myself. Okay.
I think compassion and love and all that gets taught when you're a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
definitely.
And I think that once you grow up with it, it's so much easier to give it. Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't feel like you're going out of your way, and it doesn't feel like you're taking anything away from you. You just do it because it feels right.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And it becomes part of you.
I think for me, it was being raised very religiously, where that at that time was very a part of me. It's still a part of me. It doesn't leave
never
you.
goes,
Never.
No, it's true.
You know, but the way I was raised, it was just always, wanting to help out. I even remember trying to learn sign language because at one point, I was trying to communicate to somebody about the religion, and I couldn't talk to them. And they were like, because I couldn't talk to them, you know what I mean? They couldn't understand me. So I went to school and I learned sign language because I didn't want that to be a reason that I couldn't communicate with someone. You know what I mean? And even from that, I did the whole missionary. I went to Mexico, but that never went away from me. And until now, I love giving back. And I think that's what we were talking about during commercial. It's a major part why I give back, and I always, listen to even the elderly, when I go do visits.
Oh, I love listening to older people.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's cool.
Just sitting down and listening to them of like what they, went through, and their life stories. Or it doesn't even have to be veterans. It could just be any elderly person.
Well, and you can learn a lot. And I think that's what our society now, we kind of look at elderly as a burden or that, send them away or whatever. But if you really, really listen to them, I mean, some of the best advice I've ever gotten was from my grandmother, just sitting there talking with her, and I would take her out to her favorite soup plantation all the time. She would only want to go there. But yeah, I would have the best conversations with her about life and about, how raising her family and how she not only she worked part-time, but she had 10 kids and working part-time, so it's that kind of thing that you can really learn from older people because they've been there, done that, and we're doing that, and they can help us to come up with some kind of, solutions to our situation. And so,
well, I'm going to do something that I promised you girls and some of the people that are listening in. New Year's resolution, and we're going to start with Melinda. First off, how was your 2013?
It's not over. It's not over yet, but it's pretty good. It's looking up. You know what? We've gone through a lot. My family. My husband was ill for a while, and so that was, a good thing for our family. We learned a lot, made us a lot stronger. My husband Max and my daughter Maeli. They're probably watching. Love you. So we went through a lot, but it made us so much stronger as a couple. We are so much better for that, and all these other opportunities that come in radio station, meeting new friends and new, you
got the other job of a lifetime too.
Yeah, great job, Kelly. I was so excited when I got that call. I was literally in tears. I was so happy. So just a lot of things like that. So it's looking up, and I always tell myself, whatever doesn't kill you definitely makes you stronger, and I'm always stuck to that. This thing sucked. Whatever had happened, but it's going to come out better, and you can't get any lower than this, so you can only go higher, right? So it definitely, 2014, that's going to rock. I know it is. I have a good feeling for it, and we're going to move and push forward, so it's great.
Any goals you have?
I'm really getting into this instructor position. I'm really excited. I've already been reading my stuff, so if anybody's listening from Sage College, be prepared.
Yes, be prepared. I'm going to give you a lot of homework.
And I started thinking, I sat there and I was like, well, okay.
We're back. We're back. There's static? Oh.
Okay. So the you know, I sat there and I go, what do I want in an instructor? Because I remember some, they were so boring. They would sit at the back of with their head behind and just working on the board and just be so boring. And we'd sit there, you know, halfway falling asleep all the time. So I just want to be the best instructor that I can be, help these, you know, new up and coming paralegals and help them get some resources and help them hopefully find jobs later, get them to intern at my law firm if I can and any other law firm that they can, because that's experience is going to be the best thing for them.
Right.
So
Yes.
definitely that.
And then I turn over here to credit lady.
like,
She's like, "Why are you staring at me?
Why are you looking at me?
How has your 2013 treated you?"
You know, I can't complain. I have the most important, which is my family, health. We have home. We have food. We have love. And you can't ask for more than that. I mean, we could always ask and focus on the material stuff, but I think at the end of the day, all we want as human beings is to know that we belong somewhere, that we're loved, that we can love, that our health is there, and that we're still here. Because I think that as long as we have life, we have an opportunity, we have a lot of things that we can control and that we can do. I'm very grateful that I've been able to do just about everything that I've ever wanted. You know, we talk about things of, you know, if I could do this or if I could do that. I think a lot of the times it's just a matter of saying, you know, that's what I want to do, whether it goes right, whether it's for me or not, but that's what I want to do. And we take that leap of faith and we do it. I'm excited. I'm not excited that the year's over, but I'm excited that the year's over. If that makes sense. You know, I mean, it's like we put so much emphasis on the end of the month or the last day of the year that, you know, to say, okay, here comes a new year. But for me, I'm really looking forward to working with you, Melinda, because I think with your knowledge, your experience, everything that you've done, it's going to make a world of a difference in my life, in my business. And not just for me, but for my family, but outside of just my family, because that's being selfish, because I'm only thinking about, you know, us, but just everybody in general, because I think that once a door opens wide enough, it's not just for the immediate people, but I think it's for everybody that's coming behind you. And one of my dreams is to make a difference in many, many lives, not just one. But for that, it takes money. You know, to be able to say, you know what, let me put, a friend of mine does buckets of love, you know, and what he does is he puts buckets with meals for people that are in need. And he was talking about how, you know, he went last year from putting 40, this year 88, and it keeps growing. So when you think about that, you know, the first thing that I thought is like, wow, if we could all just put one bucket, that's not so much. But at the same time, that's just one family. What if we could put 1,000 buckets? What if we could, you know, open up a school for kids to really have a future? What if we could open up a home that really doesn't put restrictions for homeless or people that are out there in need? If there's one thing that breaks my heart is to see people that don't have anywhere to go. Or, you know, when we live in a country that has so much opportunity and so much money. So, but then again, it takes money. To be able to do all of those things. But, you know, with what I have in plan for my 2014, you know, I think it's going to be a great beginning to be the starting point of so many dreams that I want to be able to accomplish before I part this earth. So that's my 20.
Damn, girl. She like freaking inspired me too. I know. We're like this.
I was like, I looked at you too. What about you, Miss Anna?
I know, Miss Anna.
Boss lady. Girls. Unless you follow me, you know my 2013. But honestly, I didn't even... When I was asking you girls, I'm thinking, man, what am I going to say? And for me, it's like I never want to practice something.
Right.
You know, I never write anything down. I never overthink it. I always talk from my heart. And it has been the hardest year ever. And like the hardest.
I know.
The hardest that I words to just... I mean... I found out so much about myself pretty much because of it. And, but before that, I want to go ahead and thank everybody. Like, literally, we made it to the year.
Yes.
We made it to the year, and I'm thankful that everybody, that comes and supports and be's our guest and, calls in and, sends me their music to be on the show. Thank you guys for believing in us.
Yes.
It literally took us, we're here a year. And
Wow.
it's exciting, right? It's like, wow,
It's very exciting. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, that's
I'm so
cool.
proud.
But it's hard too, huh?
It's
What
work.
was I telling you?
It's work.
It's nothing's easy though. Nothing is easy.
No.
It's like
But it's not worth it if it's not easy.
It's hard. It's hard because other than I do radio, everybody knows I do hair and makeup. I just joined the Everyway Woman. Right now we're on break, but I know when we come back hard, it's gonna be even.
You do a lot of nonprofits.
I do a lot of nonprofits. I give back a lot. I just actually, I was at the U.S. for Vets in Long Beach, and I gave away, I think there are about 40 makeup bags, each value of $100.
Wow.
Cool.
So that was a lot.
That's a lot.
Nice.
But I hope it actually made a lot of women smile there. A lot of them didn't come out because they're in different certain things happened to them while they were in the military or something like that. But it is a homeless where they're trying to get back on their feet.
Okay.
So I hope the makeup helped them.
And it does.
it does.
It's the
It does.
smallest
It glams you
things.
up, right?
Yeah. It's the smallest thing. Look at
Self-esteem.
you when you come out of your house. You want to at least put some lipstick
I had
on
to
or
put
something.
It takes
on
me
today.
2 hours whenever I'm going to be hanging out with Anna. I'm like, oh, shoot. I need to really look glamorous. I try.
She came today, and I'm like, on my phone, where they're at Olive Garden and stuff, and then she comes up, and I'm like, oh, she looks so pretty. Makeup ready.
I try.
And
It
I
was
love
2 hours. It doesn't even look like it took you 10 minutes.
right?
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
But what my New Year's is pretty much, to keep healing. I know pretty much, everybody always says I'm trying to figure myself out and stuff. No, I pretty much figured myself out, which that, and thankful for, like, from the other show with Yolanda, being on with them. They're very wonderful ladies, that pretty much we shared stories, and I think that was my life-changing moment where I realized, man, wow, everything just made sense, at that moment. Even though it kind of freaked me out for like the next 2 days. I'm like, wow, did I just open up that way?
Right.
Did I just cry?
But it was needed.
No.
It was needed.
But I think what made it so awesome is that I wasn't the only one that cried. There,
Right.
everybody there was crying and sharing our moments, and definitely I'll always go back to that. That was my life-changing moment. And 2014 just career, pretty much, continue doing what I love to do in all aspects, and just give it, if I was giving it 100%, give it 200 now, give it 300. And I definitely want to grow and get a new car.
You are on your way.
You have to have something for you. A new car.
I need a new car, man. And it's not
We all
that I'm
need new cars.
materialistic. If you know what I drive, you know what I mean. Anyway.
There's nothing wrong with that. Once in a while, you need a little something for you.
Yeah. I'm working towards
Yes.
that.
That's funny.
We're going to go ahead and, oh, wait, we should just finish it off.
8:54.
Yeah, we should just finish it off. But, or should we play a song?
No, let's finish off.
There's just so much good music, but I want to go ahead and read down the list of the music that made the 2013 list here for the CGD Live Radio Show, which was One More Drink, IME, One Nighter, Lynette V, Si Él Fuera Como Tú, Cindy Ortega, Tell Me, Tommy Mora, Vete Con Él, Leyo, Baby I Like You, English version, Bernice Reveles, Ella, Casa de Calacas, and one of my favorite songs, Electro City, Burning Bridges. So those were the big lists that actually made it for 2013, and I can't wait to have people send me more music. I love listening to music. I love
I'll send you some.
do you sing?
Not Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
I don't know if you want to play it.
Not shower music.
I just had to say that. She's gonna send me some when she's singing under 88 tequila. That's what.
It's gonna be Volver.
Oh, we're bad. We're so bad. We are so bad. But what was your favorite? I know you followed the show. And I know you just followed, but you know, following us for a whole entire year, what was one of your favorites? Because you've been on the show minus you.
Mine? She's like, mine, hello.
Mine. I can't say I have a favorite one because I like all your shows. I think you're a natural. I think that you bring out the best in people. And I think every time you have someone, not only do you really focus on inspiring them, but you bring out the best and you really inspire I'm always inspired when I'm around you, but I think that you bring out the best in people for them to really want to keep on reaching high. And you're opening up a lot of doors and a lot of opportunities for people that maybe that's what they need. You know, and that alone, it's amazing. You know, I think that you are doing an absolutely phenomenal job on what you're doing. And the best thing is that, like you said, it all comes from your heart. It's not a script. It's not something that someone's telling you, here, say this or do that. It's just Anna. And that's the same Anna that you get here. It's the same Anna that you get out there.
Aww.
So to me, I have to say that all your shows are my favorites because you're phenomenal. So
how sweet.
She says that I inspire her and she inspires me.
So we're both inspired. That's so inspiring.
And you? Did you enjoy last week's show?
Oh yeah, it was so
hilarious.
Much fun. It was so funny. I was cracking up. I'm gonna go get that book for one of my friends.
Yes.
I won't tell you who.
Get it. It's definitely it is hilarious. That book was just hilarious. But having her on there too was one of our greatest shows ever because
it was funny.
Who doesn't like to talk about relationships?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And to put themselves out there and be like, you know what, I was stupid once too.
We've all done stupid things.
do 2 or 3 count.
We've all done dumb things. Believe me, we kissed many frogs to find a prince.
What were we gonna ask her? When was your first kiss?
How old were you when you first kissed a boy?
No, but I seen your husband. No.
I know.
I'm not putting myself in the next time I see him.
Let me tell you what I tell my daughter. I don't have my first kiss until I got married.
There you have it.
I always tell my boys, when you're 21 and you can drink, that's when you can have a girlfriend.
Exactly.
Is Jazzy Baby there? Jazzy Baby. I want to get you. Come here. I want to put her on the spot. Here on the spot. Yay! And tell everybody who helps me right here. If you're watching us on Ustream,
all right.
This little lady here, Jazzy Baby. You can find her on Instagram under Jazzy Baby. Right? How do you spell it out?
YAZZYBABYYY.
Why?
I don't know why.
This woman just follows. She helps us here on the show. She's wonderful at what she does. A whole entire year dedicated, literally committed. And I want to do a special thank you to Danny Alcaraz that actually put us on the show, and we are here because of him. So a big thank you.
Thank you.
And who knows what 2014 holds, but I hope big things. Thank you guys for tuning in.
And Happy New Year.
Please, yes, Happy New Year. And I would say tune in every Sunday, but I'm not sure if I have the same hours next week. So keep us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, cgdradio.com. Bye,
Happy New Year.
Shine so bright, those beautiful eyes met mine. We talked and danced all through the night.
I needed to control myself. It didn't happen that way. It was so strong, I couldn't fight. My girl asked me why. What did I do wrong? Did I hurt you some way? You just don't want to say. I don't know what to do. Why this happened to you? You're upset with me most of the time. I knew you had someone new.